Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Libra for the month of February, or from whenever you view this video. It is a general reading, which means it will not resonate with each and every one of you who are watching. So if it doesn't sound like your story, check your placements. Yeah, your other placements. Your messages could be there. So what we're going to do in this reading is we're going to try to find out what's blocking you, or what you're not seeing. So this card represents the situation, and this card is the obstacle, and this one is a final message of advice for the journey from Spirit. So let us begin with our situation. We have the card of emotions. Okay, so the emotions that we feel, okay, give lightness or weight to our thoughts, beliefs, and perception. They give them power. Now, emotions, both positive and negative, and the positive and negative aspects of each emotion itself, can have a great influence upon our decision-making process, depending on the emotional imprint that is made with each experience. So the emotions we feel play a fundamental role in the retainment of memories, you see. Encounters that leave us lukewarm are likely to be forgotten, while those that stir up intense emotions will be remembered for much, much longer. If those emotions are repeated from one experience to the next, they can give rise to set emotional responses that impact on our present. They can also give rise to a belief that the repeated experience will generate the same emotional outcome. If you experience intense feelings related to a particular event, for example, the intense fear mingled with excitement that you would feel if you were to parachute out of a plane, it is likely that you will, it is unlikely that you will ever forget that feeling or the moment that inspired it. However, an activity as mundane as hanging out your washing on the clothesline is not likely to be associated with any feeling intense enough to be remembered in great detail in the future, unless you were abducted by aliens as you hung out your undergarments to dry. So all this to say, our emotions help us evaluate our experiences. From there, we use those emotional evaluations to see and weigh our options, make our decisions, and guide our actions. Our emotions in themselves are neither good nor bad. It is how we manage them and allow them to influence our thoughts, beliefs, and perception that brings us low or has us shining very bright. So, for you, this card represents the influence of past experiences upon your feelings and emotional state in the present, in the now. So, how has your past shaped you emotionally, you need to ask. Without judging or condemning yourself, just take a moment to look back in an honest manner and determine if you would consider yourself more of a happy angry, guilty, or fearful person. When driven by negative emotions like guilt, anger, and fear, people are more likely to behave in a self-sabotaging manner. The guilty person may often worry that their success or desire to be happy will take from others or make them appear selfish or greedy. While they want happiness, they often do not believe they deserve it. A more typically angry person can make rash decisions, often without thinking things through or considering others. They may also tend to assign blame if things go wrong. Meanwhile, the fearful person might overthink things, hide behind doubt and uncertainty, or avoid making decisions or even acting at all if and when possible. In contrast, those who are generally happy people are usually more open-minded. They tend to make their decisions in a calm, confident, and relaxed manner. They are more about the journey than the destination. They are happy to go with the flow and trust that they will achieve an outcome to their liking, even if it is not exactly the one they expected. Your experiences in the past, together with how you have responded to them emotionally, will often predispose you to feel and react a particular way when similar situations arise. Sometimes our emotional biases will result in us prejudging a situation and deciding an outcome in advance. Now, if this is the case, we may actually act in a manner that will give us the emotional outcome we expect, When this card appears, it symbolizes the need to address emotional bias and your emotional mindset to determine if it is working for you or against you. Now, let us have a look at the next card. Oh, sorry, wrong one. The next card, and it is the Ace of Swords. And so, with this card, this card wants to know if you are holding on to outdated beliefs, opinions, or fears that are exerting an influence on your decision-making ability. So clearly we see the obstacle here. There is a situation, could be multiple past hurts, past failures, mistakes, loss, that is affecting your decision making in the present. Okay, so you look to the past for your answers, and you need to be honest about it. So past hurts, past failures, mistakes, loss, the thoughts and opinions of others, and fear of upsetting others if we disagree or choose a way that is different to their own. All of these things can hamper our ability to implement new ideas or a new way of being. Over time, they become impediments that can limit and restrict us. This card's appearance here is asking you to look within to discover what it is that prevents you from acting. Are your own beliefs sabotaging your future goals? Final message for the journey. Fogged in. And so sometimes the mist and fog are just like so thick. You may feel uncertain about everything, you know. Again, this can be a reflection from the past. What am I meant to do? Why can't I see what's ahead? Um, why can't I make up my mind? I mean, there could be many whys here. However, it's in those moments of unknowing that the deepest and most profound answers to life's big questions can emerge. The secret is to go slowly and carefully so as not to fall off the path. Be careful. Proceed with caution in all things as you sense the best direction. Listen to the whisperings of your soul and trust your inner voice. So, that is what I have for you. I hope that these messages have helped. I wish you all the best. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings.